Should Minecraft have more tiers of gear? This is a question that, well, I think's been answered with the latest Nether update. Well, not latest because it's actually been a while since that's released. Yeah, it has. For the longest time, Minecraft had Diamond as its strongest tier of gear. The Nether update changed this, making Netherite as a higher tier material. Most people are fine with this, but I know a good few aren't. In the grand scheme of things, Minecraft is a sandbox game. That means that there are certain tools that are available to the player to work with the world. Ideally, the tools that are given must be fair and balanced, and the game must be scaled in difficulty according to the power or utility of the certain tool. Before I go any further, I'm just gonna say that I do not like Netherite at all. It doesn't do anything for the game, but make the already easy combat even more worthless. You can easily survive from anything in a set of diamond armor and gear, so why would you need Netherite to make the game's mobs less scary and even more meaningless? So how do I continue this video then? Well, instead of declining gear advancements straight up, I'm going to provide a method that we can use to make higher tiers of gear more acceptable. I know that Minecraft needs to progress and get more content, so we need to open up a route where the developers can go with the game without making power creep such a big issue. Here's where the big issue comes in. Minecraft, at its core, as a game, does not need or has no need for higher level gear. All of the enemies are already easy enough to kill with maxed out gear, and enchantments make you completely invulnerable. So all we need to do is add harder enemies, right? Well, no. Please no. When Mojang added netherites, they didn't add anything to challenge it. That's a big issue for the base gameplay loop of the game. The only reason you get better gear is to use that gear on higher level objectives. For example, you progress to iron to fight higher quantities of basic mobs on an even level. You progress to diamond to go to the nether, and you might enchant that gear to kill the wither and ender dragon. The progression process I just explained only applies to players who aren't very competent, because you can easily beat the Wither and Ender Dragon without enchanting your gear. Excluding Bedrock Edition hard mode, of course. We don't talk about that. To simplify things, let's just keep the script structured around Java Edition features. So, the game is already overkill when it comes to enchanted diamond gear, so why add netherite? The difficulty in respect to strength dynamic is completely missing when it comes to netherite, and it needs to be added. To me, this is embarrassing because Mojang should know this. I mean, they have a guidebook that shows the devs how to make Minecraft content without breaking the basic ideas and rules of the game. Most people would look at this problem and say, just add harder enemies, like we said. But this is not a good solution. This process is a death loop for games. When this is done, all of the old content gets left behind and is sped through to get to the new stuff, which is obviously just the same reskinned piece of content that is scaled in power. We've all experienced this before, unless you're some kid who only plays Minecraft. This creates an incredibly boring and repetitive gaming experience. Even though Minecraft is far from this deadly fate, we are talking about longevity here. The reason other games are able to succeed with this setup is because they generally have more to them. Destiny is a game that is built like this, and it has a fantastic story, complex gameplay, and build crafting, just to name a few of its perks. Minecraft has none of those. The only other thing Minecraft has is going to be building, exploring, and redstone, which not many people do redstone. Not many people are good at building, and not a lot of people go exploring for no reason because there's nothing to explore. Minecraft barely ever adds new content to explore, so that's completely out of the question, honestly. They really don't have anything other than the basic progression loop when it comes to at least new players. I was just talking about how doing something like adding enemies increasing in power is a Minecraft killer. However, something not far from this would work perfectly. The process of gaining more powerful gear to beat more powerful enemies does not have to be so linear. When a little bit more thought is put in, more complex systems are made. Instead of making flat damage increases on better weapons, make adaptive damage caps. What I am saying is that after a netherite sword is obtained, for example, it would do the same amount of damage as a basic diamond sword, but it would be able to break through future stronger enemies' resistances. This way a creeper would still be just as difficult to take down, but a cave warden coming in the new update would only then be able to be taken down with that, for example, netherite sword. When getting more creative with, say, a new Aether dimension, the devs can add a special sword that is able to life leech and also deal more damage to enemies in that specified dimension. This is where we need to get careful though. Here power creep is again. Unique intrinsic perks are interesting and fun, but can be just as dangerous as base increases in damage. When intrinsic perks are designed, the developers need to be very careful to make sure that they are balanced and do not try to one-up each other. The most important part of intrinsic perks are their uniqueness. That is what makes them thrive. Here we are, at the conclusion. Should Minecraft add more tiers of gear? Yes! I'm sorry that took so long, as I absolutely think it's necessary. The natural progression of getting more and more awesome items is amazing, but you know how it goes. Anyways, Mojang, avoid power creep, and make sure that the basic enemies don't get any easier to kill. As much as I wish they would make sure of this, I don't think they will. Even if this video got 100 million views, Mojang likely wouldn't listen, as they have already made the game too easy in the endgame stages. I don't know. Maybe the viewer watching this could give it a nice little thumbs up for the algorithm so we could actually have an impact. Nice try, me.